Dear reflectors, welcome to the Reflection Circle. Grow gently. Have you observed that there is a quiet kind of grief that no one prepares you for? It is not the grief of loss. It is the grief of outgrowing people who are still alive. People you once laughed with, prayed with, dreamed with. People who once felt like home. Today, I want to talk about outgrowing people without becoming bitter, because growth doesn't always hurt loudly. Sometimes it hurts softly and deeply. If you've ever feel guilt for changing or confused about why certain connection no longer fits, this reflection is for you. Normalize outgrowing people. Outgrowing people is a natural part of being alive. We outgrow clothes, we outgrow habits, we outgrow a version of ourselves. So, of course, we outgrow relationship. One thing we have to keep in mind is that growth changes priorities, boundaries, and nervous system. And don't forget that people meet us for a season, not a lifetime. Outgrowing does not equal betrayal. You did not become fake. You became fuller. I didn't wake up one day and decided to outgrow people. There was no announcement, no dramatic fallout, just a quiet shift. I started valuing peace more than being understood. I started choosing honesty over people pleasing. I started asking myself, does this connection still feel safe for who I'm becoming? And slowly, the conversation felt forced. The laughter felt heavy. The connection felt familiar, but they're no longer aligned. That was hard to accept, because I wasn't angry. I wasn't better than them. I was just different. Outgrowing people hurts because it challenges what we believe about loyalty. We are taught that staying means love, that leaving means betrayal, that distance means disrespect. But sometimes, growth asks us to release what no longer reflects who we are. And that doesn't mean the past was fake. It simply means that it has served its purpose. Outgrowing someone doesn't erase the memories. It just changes the direction. Here is where bitterness tries to sneak in. When people don't understand your growth. When they accuse you of changing too much. When they stay stuck in a version of you that no longer exists. It's easy to harden, to become defensive, to rewrite the story in your head and turn hurt into resentment. I have felt that temptation to protect myself by becoming cold. But bitterness doesn't protect your peace. It poisons it. There is a difference between creating distance and holding disdain. Distance says, I honor who I am becoming. Disdain says, I resent who you are. You can step back without looking down. You can grow without mocking where others are. You can move on without carrying contempt in your heart. Not everyone who can't follow you is your enemy. Some people were meant for a season, not a lifetime. What helped me was learning to do these 3 things. First, I stopped forcing alignment. Not everyone is meant to grow at the same pace or in the same direction. Second, I allowed grief without blaming. It's okay to miss people you no longer talk to. Missing doesn't mean going back. Thirdly, I choose compassion over comparison. I reminded myself their journey doesn't invalidate mine. Bitterness fades when you stop making growth a competition. If you are outgrowing people right now, please hear this. You don't need to explain your evolution to everyone. You don't need permission to change. And you don't need anger to justify your distance. Growth that is rooted in peace doesn't need revenge, shade, or closure. It only needs honesty. Outgrowing people doesn't mean you failed at love. It means you listened to yourself. You can carry gratitude instead of bitterness, memories instead of resentment, wisdom instead of regret. And if letting go feels heavy today, be gentle with yourself. You are not becoming heartless. You are becoming intentional. Thank you for reflecting with me today. This is Reno Reflects. If this spoke to you, you are not alone. Welcome to this space, Reflector. Always grow gently.